us ESPN's First Take in the Stephen A. Smith Show podcast. Stephen A. Smith is over here. And he's a comedian, writer, and producer whose new series, Ted, is streaming on Peacock. Seth MacFarlane is over here. And the Democratic congressman from California, Adam Schiff. He's going to be the senator from California.
Boo, boo, what a dick.
All right, here's what people want to know. What are the panel's thoughts on the jury awarding, this happened just before we went on the air, the jury awarding E. Jean Carroll $83.3 million in damages in her suit against Donald Trump. Donald Trump, what do we think? Not good, right?
This was the suit that he got threatened to be thrown out of several times, right?
Right.
Like, how toxic do you have to be where you're too rude to be on trial for sexual assault?
Right.
I think it's true justice. The only thing he cares about is himself and money, and going after the money is a way to bring about some real justice.
Do you think he did it?
Yes, I do.
You do? You think he raped her in Bergdorf Goodman?
I do, yeah.
Oh, you think he raped her in Bergdorf Goodman?
I have no idea. Here's what I will tell you. It means absolutely nothing. Doesn't mean a damn thing.
Right.
That's right.
I get tired of people trying to act like it. First of all, the man is running for president of the United States, and part of the reason he's running for it is because he's getting those campaign dollars so he can pick up the money to pay for his legal bills. That's what he's going to do. He's not going to lose any money. Secondly, it ain't going to be $83.3 million.
Right.
He'll appeal it. It'll get knocked down. And I'm just getting tired of seeing so much stuff targeted in his direction, but somehow, some way, he still survives. I mean, we're talking about a situation where he's still going to be the GOP nominee. He's still going to be running for president. You're President Biden. That's the individual that you're going to have to beat. 4 indictments, 91 counts. They ain't even bringing up the bankruptcies. Ain't even bringing up this particular issue with this civil case. And somehow, some way, he puts cats to shame because he clearly has more than 9 lives. I mean, come on.
You bring up the most perfect disparity between these two people. It's like he cares about himself, he cares about money, and you have Joe Biden, who put forth the Inflation Reduction Act, which contains climate provisions that are going to
Oh my God, good grief. Can you just shut the F up, please?
Long after he's gone.
Absolutely.
Oh,
What does he have to gain by
absolutely.
that? Nothing, except God
Climate
forbid I
change.
use the word altruism.
Yeah. Well, you know, look, I don't.
Altruism to Joe Biden? Seth MacFarlane, you are such an effing Hollywood piece of hypocrite. God, you're a freaking effing hypocrite. You are a Hollywood hypocrite. I mean, it's multiplied, squared, tripled, quadrupled. You, climate change? Biden is altruistic? This is a guy that fondles young kids, fondles young girls, sniffs their hair, puts his hands all over people. This is the person whose son was given money. He's the big guy. He's getting 10% of the cut. And yet nothing happens. You don't even talk about that. Oh, but then they have Adam Shit over here. Adam Shifty Schiff. Pencil neck. This guy. Him? We're gonna take truth from him, the liar of all lies. This guy, Adam Shifty Shit. Are you kidding me?
I don't share your pessimism about this or your pessimism about the general election. The reason why Joe Biden is going to beat Donald Trump is because at the end of the day, America is going to want a president who is a decent human being.
Oh, right. He's real decent.
Shit on other people.
Right. Keep clapping there, Seth, you piece of crap.
Interest in the American people, some interest in something beyond
Some
himself.
interest.
I think at the end of the day, people are going to reject this bigoted, divisive figure. They're not going to want to put the country through
They
years of
have
that.
every time except that one time. No, really. I mean, he really lost.
And he won
every
that one
election
too. Okay,
except
they
the
just screwed
2016,
around.
And that, of course, he didn't really win that one either. I mean, he's not the popular vote.
Right.
And I also, I don't know whether he did it, but I don't put anything past him. I also think Bergdorf should have better security.
Has there been any point in history in which, not to say it's a cult, but has there been any point in history in which?
Oh,
the
just
same
shut up. We
candidate
don't want to
has
hear what
been
you have to
put
say
forth
anyways, you
3
piece of
times in a
crap.
row, 3 elections in a row by the same party?
3 elections. That's a great question.
3 elections in a row.
It could have happened with, who's the guy?
Teddy Roosevelt.
But I guess
Well,
he was
Roosevelt.
the
Well, no,
Bolton's
Franklin
party,
Roosevelt
so-
won 4 elections in a row. So there you go.
Yeah, but given the circumstances,
Right.
What would the second?
maybe.
Well, there's always something going on in the country. I mean, well, no, really, you can't do that. You can't be like, well, there's a war on. We have to stick with me. I mean, that doesn't work.
Lost the
It's a
popular-
depression. Stick with me.
He lost the popular vote in both elections, but the bottom line is this. I respect the fact that you don't share my pessimism. I truly do. I understand where you're coming from. But I think that's part of the problem. I think the Democratic Party should share my pessimism. I think they should be on high alert. I think they need to treat him with the seriousness that it deserves, because you having a lot of faith in the American people. The man did get over 74 million votes. You've got people that are looking at Joe Biden. I'm not going to call him a cognitive mess or anything like that. That's very disrespectful. I would never speak about our president that way. But when you're 82 years of age, it's not offensive to say you're no longer a spring chicken and you don't seem to have the level of 5 and the energy that you once used to have. And so you take that into consideration.
There you go,
can't ignore the
Stephen
fact
A.
that this man is a threat.
Oh, make no mistake. I take him as serious as a heart attack.
Okay.
I'm
should have
optimistic,
one.
But we're going to have to fight tooth and nail. And one of the biggest obstacles we're going to have to overcome is all the efforts to prevent people from voting.
Oh, God,
We're gonna
here
have
we
to
go
turn out our
again.
people. We're going to have to work like never before. We're going to have to work like our
Work.
democracy is on the line, because it damn well is.
It's a republic, you stupid
and-
moron.
I don't. So I take this as serious as a heart attack.
Let's interject one thing into this discussion about Trump that we've been having all night. It was a question I was going to ask you. We ran out of time.
Sure.
The Atlantic put out an article last year, and it was called "Separating Sports by Sex Doesn't Make Sense,"
Right.
and talked about how we separate sports like the WNBA and the just because it's just socialization. This is insane.
I agree.
Okay, that's why people vote for Trump, because there's stuff like that on the left that people just go, I know Trump's horrible, but separating sports by sex makes perfect sense. And if you think it doesn't,
You're a goddamn
Cutting off
moron.
your nose to spite your face.
Oh, shut up, Seth. No, it's
I'm
not.
giving you the answer to the question you're asking all
Yes.
night long. Why do they vote for Donald Trump? It's not always because they like him. It's because stuff like that is kookier to them.
That's
And
right.
there's lots of
It's kookier than trashing the Capitol? What the fuck?
thinking.
Just shut the hell up, you stupid
it
piece
is.
of crap.
How is
Get
this?
out of
It's apples and
here.
oranges. It's apples and oranges.
That's
One
right.
is
It's
more
apples and
evil, one
oranges,
is-
you
one is more
stupid
horrible.
moron.
But
God
thinking
almighty, these
that-
guys
I mean,
are just
what would happen if we
unbelievably
combined
stupid.
The WNBA and the NBA.
Please, well, LeBron would go from averaging 25 to averaging 70. Because half the team, I mean, you mix it up, and he'd hold the ball and create the mismatch and take advantage of the mismatch.
You're both right, and it's I'm gonna tell you something. Like when you donate to the
You're
Democratic Party, which
a
I have,
stupid idiot.
You get to do certain things, and I got to.
I didn't even
on
get a thank you.
I got on a.
I gave him $1 million twice. I didn't get a.
I got on a
Can I just
Zoom.
say thank you?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Two leftist idiots
I got
and
on a
morons.
Zoom with Biden for like 10 minutes. So you can talk to Biden for 10 minutes alone. Like, okay, great, wow.
That was AI Biden.
Yes, there you go. Wasn't even the real Biden.
Trust me, it wasn't AI Biden. But what I took away from that was that
Yes, tell us,
this guy is
Seth.
not the world's greatest public speaker, but I'm now getting why people like Lindsey Graham are defending him and saying, like, if you don't like Joe Biden, there's something wrong with you, which you can look it up. He did say, I'm paraphrasing because I've had 100 drinks, but but he did essentially say that, like, if you don't like Joe Biden as a person, there's something wrong with you. You need to look yourself in the
Yeah, I don't
mirror.
like Joe Biden, and there's
But
nothing
there's a
wrong with
flip
me,
side.
you idiot.
And here's the flip side.
There you
You
go.
can like Joe Biden, but hate Capitol Hill. As it has been for so many years. When you look at people, think about Trump. You ever watch Trump debate? This is why I was joking around and said I'd challenge him to a debate. What would I have to worry about? He doesn't say anything. He goes up against Democrats. It's going to be very, very good. It's going to be fabulous.
But they
Watch.
go,
Wait and see. He hasn't said anything, right? And nobody on the Democratic side has What is it? The pizzazz. I know you got the substance, but you've got a lot.
You don't
of
even
people
have
out
the
there that are
substance,
preoccupied with their
SA.
own lives, and they
You're
want
an
somebody
idiot
that
and a
knows how to
moron too
embrace
sometimes.
that.
You know that?
It's called a
I
gish
understand.
gallop.
Okay,
It's
you
called
can call
a
it-
gish gallop.
I understand
It's
that,
when
but
you
does it work?
disseminate so much
But does it
bullshit.
work?
You're like Biff in Back to the
Right.
Future, getting
That's right.
fucking dumb.
That's like you stupid moronic idiot. I.W. Simmer, my acronym, SIMR. Seth MacFarlane, you're a stupid, idiotic, moronic retard. That's right, you. Exactly the way that you are right now. The amount of bullshit, the verbal diarrhea that comes out of your mouth, out of other leftists and liberals, out of the entire Biden administration, and you have the nerve to say that's happening from Trump. And then Stephen A. Smith, we all know you're a freaking liberal leftist. We all know that, okay? Why don't you get on the right side of history and back somebody that has some oomph and some pizzazz and some ideas and basically is fighting the political correctness wars? Not like you, SA. All you're out there is talking about your stupid ass sports. And nobody gives a crap about that. We're talking about the political health of this country, SA. Stephen A. Smithy. Come on, man. Oh, he doesn't know how to debate. Yeah, if you debated Trump, he'd have you wrapped up so fast you wouldn't even know what freaking hit you. You understand? Because some of your ideas, SA, are kind of on the retarded side there, buddy. Huh, bruh?
Dumped on by
Hey,
the
we're
manure
on
truck.
CNN
But does it
now.
work?
If you
We're on
think Trump
CNN.
doesn't say anything
Oh,
during
shit.
a debate, you should see.
You should see you. You should see you, huh?
Well, now you tell me.
If you don't think Donald Trump says anything during debate, you should watch Steve Garvey.
How do you, the point is, in a debate, you
got
can't
empty
defend
uniforms,
yourself
I'm telling
against
you.
an onslaught of lies and bullshit where you
I
have
just
to
said
defend.
we're on CNN. What is this? What is?
I'm on Fox. What's the difference?
I know, but we're not supposed to swear.
Really?
On CNN?
Yeah.
No. You're going to lose this gig for me. We got to go.
Oh my God, did you ever see two other leftist losers and another leftist liberal on the other side? Got two white leftist losers and a black one as well. And then, Mr. I'm going to be on the liberal left, but maybe I'll come a little bit around to some of the ideas now on the right because you finally realize there, BM, Bill Maher, BM, that's right. Have a movement there, Bill. Have a movement. Where was your movement to, Bill? Did you shift from your bowel movement of the left and shift your BM a little bit to the right? Did you mix in that verbal diarrhea with your BM there, Bill? I'm not exactly sure. But now all of a sudden, oh, Bill Maher is coming around a little bit. Wow, what took you so long to come over to the right side, Bill? When you realized that some of your stupid, idiotic, moronic, retarded ideas weren't so hot and heavy going in the leftist direction, wasn't it now? Amazing, amazing. Anyways, folks, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your host. My name is Dr. Nasir. If you've been done so already, we'd love you to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and follow us. You all know what to do. Take a look at our other video links above and below. Leave you with my final thought, which is, when you're right, and I'm right. And when you're left, you're like these stupid, idiotic, moronic retards, these simmers, Seth MacFarlane, Adam Shitty Schiff, and Stephen A., and Bill Maher as well. Until next time, folks, take care and stay safe.